I'm going to jump right in. Obviously, a very action intense film. So, logistically, what was the most challenging part or scene?
Wow. I mean, fighting Kerry Washington was hard. I mean, she's such a badass. Not only in front, but behind the camera, she's amazing, and she was training so hard. And we were, like just doing all this guns and car chases and the boats, and it was tons of training and hard work. And she's so disciplined and inspiring that I was, like I didn't want to mess up. So it was great. It was great. It was really good to have those scenes. I think that it's our biggest fight together, and I'm really honored, like to be part of the movie with this amazing cast, and also that we shot in Colombia. So it's a really important part for me, to be the host there and to have them in my country and show my country. So that was a great part also.
What was the most fun place you took them behind the scenes that you can share?
Uh, Actually, because we have this beach resort in Cartagena, well, in on an island that is just in front of Cartagena, called Phoenix Beach. So we took them all to the island, one of the last days that we were shooting, and it was so much fun. We just showed them the island and like local rhythms like champeta, and they were all dancing and having like this really typical Caribbean food and coconut rice and fish and plantains, and they loved it. And it was, we actually became a family because it was all, we were all, like shooting this movie together on a tiny island in the middle of the Rosario Islands in Colombia. So it was like camping together all the time, and it was intense but beautiful.
Okay, if you had to enter the world of clandestine operations today as you, what do you think your most applicable skill would be?
Ah, I think I'm actually, well, because I'm tiny also, because I'm good at hiding. I'm good at hiding, so I think I'm a good spy.
I'm very short. I don't know if you can tell. So I get the like of hide and seek. I was the hide. You mentioned obviously sharing scenes with Carrie and the rest of the amazing cast, but I'm curious about emotionally. What was the most challenging part to get right?
you know, um, with the movie you need to be trained and be present and be there, but actually, like, behind the scenes, my daughter was not even a year when we were shooting the movie, and I was there in Colombia with her, and I was taking her everywhere. And I think personally, to become a mother and have such a little baby, and trying to have your career, and being like training, and to try and make everything possible is hard. So for me it was trying to be present with my baby and take care of her, but also like being in a big movie with all this amazing crew. And it was lovely because they will like Carrie's kids were there, and Omar's family. So it was good because it became like a really familiar shooting.
Yeah, that's such a perfect segue into my last question, which is kind of a big one. But how do you define personal success now, and how has that changed from earlier in your life? I'm guessing this like experience helped you maybe contextualize.
Yeah, and really seeing Kerry Washington and how she manages to produce and lead a film and everything she does, and she's so vocal and active, but how present she is as a mother was like shocking. Like, how does she get to do everything? It's amazing. And yeah, for me it's such an inspiration. I was just like, that's success. And not always, maybe you cannot always do everything right, but just like knowing that you want to have your family and that your family is first, just like in the movie. It's important. So yeah, for me success has changed, and now I love doing films, telling stories, traveling around the world. But for me, family is first, and just being present with the ones I love, it's key.
Yeah, a perfect theme for this film. Thank you so much. That is my time. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dana.